Baseball is a unique game in many ways. In baseball, you play against the game. The ball is hit to you, you field it, you throw it. The ball is pitched to you, you swing at it or you don't swing at it. The pitcher attempts to hit his target. It doesn't matter if you are playing against a great team or a poor team. It doesn't matter if it's a big game or a game with little consequences. The approach to baseball is always the same. You play against the game. There's no trick plays in baseball. There's no ruses to surprise the other team. There's no flea flickers, no clock-killing drives like in football. You have to throw the ball over the plate and someone tries to hit it. You can't delay the inevitable. It's usually the team that does the best job of making the routine plays that wins the baseball game. Sound, fundamental baseball is the way to prepare the boys to play this game. The Long Island Clippers teach our players to respect the game, to play with heart, to play with pride, to play with enthusiasm, to play with passion, and to always demonstrate the utmost in sportsmanship. It's the Clipper way. Two words for the national anthem are, play ball! Okay, here we go. Let's bring in your 2014 Long Island Clippers. This first player, he's going to be the Long Island Clippers table setter. You know baseball, you know what a table setter means. He's going to get down and dirty. He's going to get on base pass. He's going to set things up for the big boys. He will drive opposing pitchers crazy. He will do anything in his power to get on base. He's a terror on the base pass, and he always comes to play. He's out of Shore, New York, and we call him Cradle, number 24, Jacob Bachelet. This player is a force in all areas of baseball. When I say a force, he's one of the youngest kids on our team. I think he's the youngest kid on our team. Whether he's pitching, hitting, or running the bases, he's got a blazing fastball. He's got blazing speed, and the opponents shiver when he's on the base pass. He has become, over the last year, simply an RBI machine. When he gets on the mound and he intimidates other batters. I'm of course talking about somebody that we call Joey the Jet, number 29, Joey Marchese. This next player is as hard-nosed as they come. He is a magician in the field, and he simply carries a big stick to home plate. He has proven to be a clutch pitcher, a devastating hitter. He's a 5'2" guy who has many nicknames. We call him JD3, Mr. Clutch, the Hitman, and Joey Baseball. He's out of Shore, New York. He's number 7, Joey Baseball Dwyer. This next guy up, he is a player who I call my big left-handed first baseman. He anchors our cutoff alignment. He's our brains in the infield. He hits right and he throws left. also has become an RBI machine. Opposing teams refer to him as Mayhem. We refer to him simply as Mayhem. He's out of Shoreham, New York. He's number 34, Patrick Bones Mayhem. This next player, he signed on with the Clippers in the early winter of this year, and I can't tell you how happy I am to have this guy. This guy plays one of the hardest positions there are, and I expect a lot of great things out of this kid. He's already become a leader on our team. He's very vocal. He's also being compared already to the Sultan of SWAT. His father knows who the Sultan of SWAT is. He's a line drive hitting machine, and he's our cleanup hitter. He is simply a backstop from behind the catcher's position, behind home plate. I've heard some people already say that cannon of an arm, he should be the poster boy for Smith & Wesson. He's out of Hopcock, New York. He's number 12, Chris C.J. Leone. This next player, I have to admit, has been with me for quite some time. One of my favorites. He always comes to play. He will be a key player this year. Right now, he's going to be leading off. And he knows it doesn't mean he's going to always be leading off. He's going to have to do his job. But we spoke about it. This kid can play many different positions. Some people say, when they talk about him, that he was born, and his father even admitted it to me, he was actually born wearing a golden glove. That's how good the kid feels. He's a whirling dervish in the field. I simply call him DC. He's out of Smithtown, New York. He's number 5, Danny Sapoma. This next player, he was acquired by the Clippers in the early winter of 2013. After some exhausting negotiations with his father, Eric, he is already becoming one of the leaders on our ball club. He is an extremely versatile player who has an upside that is simply off the charts. He will make defensive plays that will make you say, no, he didn't just make that play, did he? This kid can kick it. This is a boy that we are delighted to have on our team. We refer to him simply as Hutch. You might know him better as number 3, Hayden Hutchins. This next player was also signed in the early winter of 2014. Also some negotiation sessions with his father, Doug. We're very happy that they decided to come play here for a local team that cares about their players, cares about their team, isn't in this as a business. And we'd like to stress that to you all. So this next kid, all right, he is a nightmare for opposing pitchers. He often leads the league in intentional walks. He's a hard-throwing right-hander out of Shoreham, New York, wearing number 19, Luca. This next player was also acquired by the Clippers in the fall of 2013. This kid sprays the ball to all fields, and he's going to be a catalyst this year for the Clippers. He came into the winter workouts this year more focused than I remember seeing. He came to play ball. He always comes ready to play, and we call him, which was a nickname adapted, we call him BP Gas. You might know him better as number 10, Braden Thomas. Also acquired at the end of the fall season last year, and he played several games with us in the fall last year. This next player, he's simply a thorn in the side of opposing managers. He wreaks havoc on the base pass, whether he's making ESPN highlight catches in the field or pitching his patented 2-hit shutout. We're glad he's a Clipper, and of course, I'm talking about Rhino Ryan Owens. let me just tell you that I can't do any of this without my 2 assistant coaches. All right, I'm going to first bring down Patrick Mahan. He also was right with me from the beginning. He keeps my book for me at the games. He does a tremendous job. I think last year maybe there was like 3 questions I had. We score things very legitimately. So the days of a ball hit and it's thrown to the second baseman into left field and the guy ends up at third, that's a triple. You aren't going to see any of that here. You will know exactly what you're hitting, exactly how many RBIs you have. Everything's legit. He does a fantastic job of doing that for me, giving me all the numbers, and I tally them into a database, and it spits everything out for me. So I want to thank Pat for being with me again this year. I couldn't do it without him. He's also number 17, Patrick Mahan Sr. We see eye to eye on all that. We see eye to eye on taking them bowling, on having Clip Fest, on having regimented practices, on being very repetitious in practice about baseball and about just how we do things. And honestly, he's my right-hand man in all of this, and I really enjoy the time that I have with him through the season talking baseball. It's a lot of fun, and both Charlie and Pat are 2 of my good friends. And without further ado, number 16, Charlie Marchese.